有行每年播出，其中一场睿智的开始，师徒之间结幕，佛教徒的八关斋戒，30之1，2015年8月5号，以英文开始于8月。
Thank you, my love. Thank you. Tough guy. Thank you, tough guy. Yeah, over. Do I look okay for you? Not sure. The new people are upstairs?
Yes.
They're all here? New people? Okay. I cannot wait. Huh? Because I'm asking you because in the bathroom I look very good. And then when I come out here, the mirror not as good. I thought the mirror doesn't lie, it does lie. How are you, all of you?
How about you, Master?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Anybody need anything? No? Somebody short of money or something? No, I'm not kidding. I have to feed myself. You know, sometimes we are in desperate situation. Not that we wanted to, just maybe karma, maybe the world situation, yeah, that make us in trouble. Any of you desperate? I just happen to have some spare, you know. I just offer some to some monks, some money. And yesterday I offered some to the temple, yeah, in LA, the Vietnamese temple, where they train new monks and print this kind of sutra. Yes, we profit from it, so we must offer something. I don't want to boast about it. I just want you to see the example, okay? I'd rather not talk about it. Yes. But when I talk about it, you have no more merit. I probably have less now because I talked 2-3 times already. So whatever you do is better that you do quietly. Yes. But since I am in the public eyes, rarely I can do it quietly. Yeah, but I did some quietly, of course, yeah. But when you are here, it's not always possible. I just want you to see the example that even though I don't go to the temple, yeah, anymore, I don't wear nun's robe, I still respect the good teaching. Very good teaching, yes. I just happen to have this, you know. I read it to you because I grew up, of course, in Buddhism, yeah, and Catholicism, both. I respect both, yes. Just I read a lot of, I read the Bibles too, you know that. I don't always remember what number in Psalm, but I do remember the essence, the saying in that, yeah? Okay. Even with the Bible, you can talk forever also, yeah. But even if I talk just inside Buddhism, it takes forever anyway, you know. And then even if the Bible, if you know how and you know the essence of it, you also can talk forever. It's just less stories, you know. And we children love story, no? Yeah. We big children love a big story. I also wrote small stories for small children already. And these are big story for us, the big children. Huh? Okay? Yeah. You want some more to hear more about the Buddha's sacrifice? According to Buddhism and the believer and the tradition, when you read sutra and all that, you have to put on incense, flower, you know, and bow to the sutra first and thank all the Buddhas and Bodhisattva in 10 directions, all respectfully, before you read it. okay? And then you cover the sutra also with silk, beautiful cloth, and I just make it more popular. Yeah, more easy, simple. And I apologize to all the Buddha. I say if I done something wrong, according to the tradition, my heart is full of respect. It's just that I cannot always do that. So please, all the sin, whatever I've done wrong, is all on me. At least other people, they hear the names of the Buddha, according to the sutta, they will get benefit. Yes. I have read a lot, but I pick some, not all of them. Because some of them are not, some of them are similar, so I shortened it for you already. Okay, there. Okay, now we were talking about a lot of Bodhisattva vows from the Buddha. There are plenty, and he sacrificed forever. Yeah, just probably today you want to hear something about not about the human world anymore, but about some world underwater. You want to hear? Yes. Yeah. Okay. It's okay. It's a daytime. You can. When next time I read again about the Buddha's sacrifice, we have enough scare for a while. For a while, okay? There was a very long story, many lifetimes of the Buddha that the Brahma King has reminded us. So I will let it rest for a while, okay? Plenty more. Today, I just happened to see this. I noted here so that I know what's the content. You see, I read already. It's just I can't always remember what is what. Nah? So I wrote like a note on the title so that I know what is inside. Yeah, this one's supposed to be the dragon, for a dragon who loved to practice Buddhist way of life. Yeah, all right. I hope this is I hope this is not the. I hope it's not the wrong one. Remember last time I thought it's the fish, and then it turned out to be no fish. Yeah. Okay. I read so many, sometimes I forgot to note, so I know, and I thought this is the one, and then it's not, because it's similar. Okay, here we go. This is a two beings practice the eight. I forgot. I have to look. There's some note here. The eightfold vegetarian, I think. I note some. Because the Buddha has so many numbers, I told you already, okay? Here is one of it. And there are many, number 8, like the eightfold path, yeah? The 6th perfection and the 8th vegetarian way of life. It's not only vegetarian with food, but vegetarian with the mind also, with the heart, the discipline, yeah. Two Brahman clan, two people from the Brahman clan receive the 8th vegan way of Buddhist life. We don't say vegetarian anymore. So, thus I have heard, that's from Anand, true story, yeah. True story when the Buddha was alive, yeah. All this story and all the Buddha Sutra came after the Buddha died, after the Buddha went to Nirvana, and Anand, one by one, recite what he remember, yeah? So, and all the Sangha, because they gathered together, yeah? They gathered together after Buddha Nirvana, discussing what to do with his teaching, how to spread it, and who remember what, which one, so they can continue, you see? So they gathered together, want to write down all the events during the Buddha's lifetime. And then in the beginning, they excluded Anand, because they thought Anand is not so much enlightened yet. So Anand was very, very ashamed and unhappy, and went out into a corner, hide in the forest, meditate for sometimes, maybe some days. After that, he is really enlightened. So the Sangha invited him back. And then he's allowed to tell all this. They didn't want him to make mistake also. You see what I mean? Yeah. They gathered all the big disciples, big monks of the Buddha. So if Anand wasn't up to that standard, then he wasn't allowed in. Even though they know Anand has a very good memory. But they worry because of the lower state of his enlightenment. They worry he might make mistake. Yeah. Also just to teach him a lesson. Yeah. To be more humble, to be more diligent in practice. The high priests of the Buddha Sangha, they can realize who more enlightened, who's not. You see? Therefore, they ask the Anand just stay out of the assembly. After he has become enlightened truly, then they invited him. Then from then on, all these stories, all the sutras from the Buddhism are from Anand, and maybe from some other people also. Yeah. If he doesn't say, "Thus I have heard," then it's not from Anand. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Meaning he was there, he heard this, he saw that, or he heard the Buddha say this, say that. Yes. Perhaps he has taken note, some short note, and then he remembered the whole picture from seeing the notes. You know what I mean? It's like we have a diary, yeah? Okay, so now the two persons from Brahman clan receive the eightfold, I guess the eight, I don't know how to translate in English really. The eight way, of probably purification, because vegetarian here or vegan here doesn't only mean from the mouth or what you eat. That's why they say there are 8 ways to do it. Yeah. All right. Thus I have heard. At one time the Buddha was in Save, I don't know, probably Kapilasu or something like that. Yeah. I forgot the Sanskrit name. At the in the garden, the golden paved garden of Kapko Dok, the billionaire, yes, and Prince Kida. Do you remember the story of the garden? Or do I have to briefly refreshing you? Yeah? Okay. At that time, one of the Buddha disciples is a billionaire, very, very rich. He was looking for a place to build a little ashram for the Buddha and his monks. And he looked all over the country. He saw only the Prince Kida, the prince, yeah, royal prince, has the most suitable garden. Have water, have a lot of trees, and very, very big. It's suitable for the Buddha to retreat with his monks in rainy season, in monsoon season. It will be too much raining. They don't have enough clothes to keep changing because they have to go out begging for food. That's a tradition of monks at that time. They cannot possess anything. Yeah, they cannot. Just 1 or 2 pair of clothes and a blanket, something like that. And if they need medicine, they can keep only 7 days maximum. These are rules. Yeah, many rules for the monks, but I don't want to read it to you here because it's 200 something. And some the Buddha modify a little bit, yeah. Like instead of taking bath every 2 weeks, in a hotter country they may have water, they may take a bath in a shorter period of time. It's okay. So the Prince Kida is an arrogant guy. He's a prince. He don't need money. So when the billionaire came to him and asked whether or not he would sell the garden to him, and then he said, "Well, what for you want to sell it? To buy?" He said, "I want to buy it to make a retreat, ashram for the Buddha, my master, and his monk's disciple." So the prince was ignorant of Buddhism, know nothing who the Buddha is. He said, "You want to buy my garden? You think I need money?" They say, no, sir, I know you don't need, but please, yours is the best in the country. So please, let me have it. You just name your price. So the prince said, I don't think you can afford it. So the billionaire begged, please, just tell me, any price, And then the prince said, okay, well, I don't ask for much, really. If you have enough gold to pave all over the garden instead of bricks, then you can have it. That's the price. The price is that the gold surface as big as his garden. He was just joking. He didn't really mean to sell. He thought this guy won't do it, yeah? He didn't know. So the billionaire said, you have spoken, Your Highness, okay? Everybody heard it. Don't take it back. Okay? He said, no, I won't take it back. I'm just afraid you can't afford it. So the billionaire just walked around, looking very pensive. So the prince said, I know. You just tell me you can't. And it's done, no hard feeling. So the billionaire said, no. I buy it. I'm just looking to see how many gold cards I should bring so that we don't have to bring back again the rest. It's trouble. Too much work, Okay. So the prince had to sell the garden to him. And then afterward, he also became Buddha follower because if a guy so worth so much gold, then it must be somebody's, So he keep asking about the Buddha and blah 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 afterwards, Okay, that's the garden. We call it Golden Garden, so it's easy for you to remember. Okay now? Yeah. All right. And maybe some of you just came, so you don't know. That's why I repeat it. Okay. Now I'm going to sit cross-legged like a Buddha, so to read the Buddha story. Yeah, to sit like this is more comfortable for me than to hang the legs down there. But sometimes because I sit too long all day, so I'm also happy to stand or, to hang the legs for a while, or to walk around, yeah. There are also walking meditation, you know that. Just be careful, don't fall down. Just short time, okay? Don't fall down because you might enter samadhi so quickly. You fall down. It happened to me, huh? Happened to me. I walk. I try to open the door to come in one of the dog's room. I haven't reached the door yet. I fell down on the ground already and just stay there. Of course I wake up after, you know that, because I'm here now, and I? No? Okay, that is the Prince Garden. Now, the Buddha at that time is in the Prince Garden. So you must know, maybe is it like a monsoon time, okay? Rain too much. So the Buddha and the Sangha stay there. And the disciple bring vegetarian food there to offer to them. Now, normally, even though the Buddha had a lot of disciples, but they, Sangha, don't always just sit there and wait for the offering. It depends. If they invited them, already fixed time, then they come. If not, they always go out and beg from all different kind of houses, rich or poor. Okay? Yes. It's just because of rainy season. So the Buddha feels sorry for some monks, some old monks and all that. If they get rain, it's even worse. Then they have to go out begging for more medicine and stuff. You see what I mean? So in the rainy season, the Buddha and the Sangha do retreat. Stay in one place. Yeah. I'm lucky I know something about Buddhism. Otherwise, if I just read the story, maybe you don't understand a thing. Why this and that. Why Buddha don't go back in? Do they always sit there and wait for offering? You know what I mean? Okay? Yes. All right. They don't. Only in rainy season. Yeah. Because rainy season, the Buddha and Sangha also don't go out preaching. They will get wet. We don't have car. We didn't have car at that time. Even have, because he has thousands of monks, It's not convenient to go out. Okay. This day, when the when the sun is just set. Yeah, the sun has just set. And the sky has begun to darken. Yeah, there were two beings from heaven flew down to where the Buddha is and asked and came in to pay homage to the Buddha from heaven. Yeah. Their bodies and appearance are so wonderful, so bright, radiant, beautiful, extraordinary, is above this world. Yes. And their light, the light from their body, shine and brighten the whole garden where the Buddha lived. And then so the whole garden became like golden, like, all the trees and everything is bathed in this golden light and become the whole area become golden. Yes. When they arrived in front of the Buddha, they prostrate to the Buddha, and then they walk around the Buddha, circumambulate 3 times. That is the tradition of that time. If you respect someone or your master, you walk around 3 times. Yeah, with the palms put together. Yeah, don't do that, please. I don't profess that I'm a Buddha. Number 1, number 2, you too many. Yeah, okay. We don't have enough room here, so just walk in your mind if you want to. If you want to keep the tradition, whatever. And then they came. Okay, I have to note for you here. If these two, I will continue, Just wanted to explain something here to you before I forgot. These 2 beings came down with bright and, light all over the garden like that, So how come the Anand did not see? Yeah? That he say, first I have heard only. Yes, maybe someone else in the assembly saw this. Yeah, just like it happened to us here, yeah? Not all of you see what I'm doing. I mean, in the other bodies, yeah? Yeah. Not all of you see the angels are running on the sky, standing here, listening, just like you do, for example, yeah? But maybe one of you see it, and then you talk, Master, I want to talk my experience today. I see a lot of Buddha come here, a lot of angels come here, listen to you. Yeah, then yeah? Yeah, not all of you see. So if you retell to someone else, you say, first I have heard. Understand me now? Yeah, okay. Therefore, now you understand why the Sangha, the assembly of great Sangha, great monks, kicked Anand out of the first gathering because he wasn't that enlightened. You see what I mean? He didn't see all this. He heard only. But thanks God he remembered everything. Yeah. So at that time, he was called number 1 memory, The Buddha also has number again. Like number 1 magical power is Mahagauda something Mukirliang, okay? Yeah, he has a lot of magical power. And number 1 wisdom is Sariputra, for example, like that, okay? Yeah. So number 1 memorizing is Anand. Okay. Now you understand why always first I have heard and not I have seen and not I have witnessed. Yes? Okay? Yes. Because these are beings from heavens. So maybe they appear as a human physical body, but maybe not. Maybe only the Buddha knew it. You see, only the Buddha saw it, and then some of the more, wisdom open disciples saw it. You see what I mean? Yeah, all right. That's why he only heard, but not seen. Now, you got it? You got it? Yes. And this is also the proof that he wasn't that enlightened. That's why the Buddha, Sangha kicked him out. And he shamed himself so much that he really did not eat, did not sleep, did not drink. And then he concentrated very hard to get it. And then after he got it, then they allow him to enter again and discussing about what to do with the Buddha teaching after his nirvana. Yeah. Now you got everything? Yes. Understood? Yes. Wow. I'm proud of your intelligence. Okay. And then after they prostrate to the Buddha and, circumambulate him 3 times, they respectfully, come in front of the Buddha and ask him thus: "Praised be the world-honored one, the most merciful, the most noble, the highest teacher of heaven and earth. Today we arrived here to beg you to help us to have teach us a way so that we can be ultimately liberate from being born in heaven, being born as human, being born as animal, being born as ghost, etc., etc." Yeah. And then we can also enjoy the nirvana bliss at the end. So at that time, the Buddha also observed their affinity and their level of understanding, and so he preached to them accordingly, the thing that's suitable to them, suitable to their understanding. Maybe not just initiation, but also tell them what else to do, observing every day, how not to enjoy too much in heaven, otherwise you forget the suffering later on. Yes. So after that, both of them became enlightened. Yeah. They say they have received the Dharma, the fruit of the Dharma, but they don't say what level is here. Yeah. And then they bow, prostrate to the Buddha, and then left. Next morning, after offering the Buddha meals and tea and all that, and then the Buddha, the Anand went to the Buddha in front of him and prostrate to him and say, "Praised be the world-honored one. Yesterday, the 2 heavenly beings came to pay homage to you. They were so beautiful and so dignified and so brilliant and so radiant that their light, beaming all over our garden. Yeah, and there seems like they have full of merit, a lot of merit. Do not know what, may we know what kind of merit that they have accrued in the procure in the former life, what kind of way they practice that nowadays they have such a merit like that. Yeah. The Anand say, "Anand, listen to me. Long time ago, there is a Buddha named Kajip. He appeared on this planet to save sentient beings. Yeah. After the Buddha nirvana, and then some long time afterward, the Dharma has become dwindled, reduced, and almost disappear. There were 2 persons at that time. They are practicing in a Brahman circle of teaching, of school, that belonged to the Brahman school at that time. And then they also know about these 8 ways of purification. I just temporary translated like that. It said Bác Quang Trai way, okay? In Vietnamese. Maybe you look up in internet, see what is it in English. Yeah. So they also know about this 8 ways of purification. So they came to the Buddha. They came to probably, no, not the Buddha, but the Buddha's already gone anyway, yeah? Probably one of his disciples that still has this lineage of initiation, I guess, of teaching, yeah. So they came in there to ask for the 8 ways of purification. Yeah. The first one would like this merit to be accumulated so that he can be born in heaven. The second one would like to become king due to this merit. My God. Okay, why don't just ask to be gone forever, you know? I guess at that time the Buddha is gone, so there's no initiation left, yeah? No successor, only this teaching, you know what I mean? So that's all they can have. And in order to be born in a better life, a better status in heaven or on earth, you practice some of this way of either discipline or moral standard, precepts, understand? Yes. As I told you already before also, you just keep the 5 precepts even if you're not my disciples. You can be reborn again as human without suffering, yeah? And also many stories we heard before, yeah? That people who don't kill, who keep the non-violent precept, even the fish swallow that baby, he didn't die because he kept that precept, you know. And many other precepts, I guess, but because of the non-killing precept, that nothing can kill him when his time is not there. He has to stay in the stomach of the fish for a long time and not suffocated and not be digested by the fish. Understand me?